Well, I tell you something, for an off-season day, the park seems kind of busy. I'm not sure what that means in terms of line wait times or anything like that, but do you know how we can find out? We go check out the studios and see for ourselves. Now, real quick before we go into the park, we got another quick glimpse of Scapeology here. Nothing's really changed, still working a lot on the inside, kind of beyond our realm of
vision.
But there's a lot going on. All the windows are still blacked out or curtained up. And I'm still waiting for them to put these plaster over these walls that they've got. So, I don't know, this is just kind of going along as is, maybe probably planned summer opening or something. And I guess the same thing kind of goes with iFly. There's not a whole lot more that they've been doing over this last week, but they probably got a lot of internal work they got to do to get that big old fan out of here. But either way, this is such a big opening. I'm gonna say it every week I come here until they actually put something in here. Maybe plug in a new hotel or something. That's what I'm kind of guessing and hoping.
I made an educated wish!
Apparently I was way off with what this was gonna be. I was under the impression that this was gonna be like the base camp storage area for all of the walls and stuff that they were building.
What an idiot!
And all the supplies they needed to redo City Walk, but no, they are completely redoing the ground here. They took all the trees out, but they didn't root them yet. However, they did take that planter over there out. So yeah, it's probably only a matter of time before these next ones follow suit. I'm not sure what's going on here. It doesn't look like it's a big enough project for it to be like part of the hotel or anything that's supposed to show up at the entrances of Universal at some point. But whatever it is, it's something big, and they're changing this whole section over here. So
maybe this is where the second hotel goes.
there really hasn't been much that has happened on City Walk after they shut down all of those stores that they did a couple weeks ago. Nothing new has shut down since then, and we haven't heard any whisperings of anything that's going to be opening up or whatever. But the bones are here for this to kind of be ready for a solid City Walk on maybe rivaling the one in Orlando. Who knows? I don't think it's got the size, but I think it's got the potential for sure. Somebody made mention a while ago that maybe they're getting it ready for the Olympics in 2028, which doesn't sound like a bad plan, actually. Has yet to be determined, but there's a lot of things with City Walk that are looking up, for sure. The park in general, really. I look forward to the next couple years. So I think I made my first mistake of the morning was looking at the gate and going to the left entrances, and that took like an extra 10 minutes off my time here. So this is why I don't do that. I usually go to the front gate and I head all the way as far right as I possibly can. It's usually the faster way to do it. But they brought back the fingerprinting thing too, so that makes it a little tough.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
No!
Lots of people on the entrance here. Let's see what the park looks like inside. Oh man, guys. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks!
We did mention last week that they finally got all the Christmas stuff taken down. They hadn't taken any of the Grinch stuff down yet from inside the plaza. But it looks like they're finally starting to dismantle that set where they have the tree every year, which...
Not a moment too soon.
That's very nice.
Well, look who finally showed back up in Illumination Land. Snowball finally gracing us with his presence. It's about time. We've been missing him. Kind of forget that he's there.
This guy knows. That's why he's pushing this baby all by himself. What's up, sir? You doing all right?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right,
It's okay for you to be on your phone while driving at the same time. You might cause an accident.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, no, you did not just pull out an and one move from the basketball. Look at this guy. Break legs.
Snaps!
This guy was born in the 1900s.
And the Minions are all out too. Everybody's out over here in Illumination Land today. But ain't nobody daring to get wet. Not very often you see a bride without her groom. There's a monster loose. Maybe we should go find him.
The first thing we'd better do is split up and search the school for clues.
And holy Christmas, you guys. This video, again, will not do it justice. This inversion is just coming to fruition here. They got everything over the escalators finally. They're putting up all this brickwork on the show building now. I don't know if you saw the footage that KTLA had from their helicopter the other day, but that was very revealing as to like the size of the Q building and the scope of the coaster itself. But it's amazing like how much happens week by week by week. This coaster is just going up so fast. I can't say it enough. And they still haven't started working on the laying the track at the far end yet, but they will. They'll get that done. But they are working on that soundproof, that sound retaining wall there, and that is huge. That's like a drive-in movie theater screen. That thing's gigantic. They think you keep in the T-Rex if it wanted to. But I think a lot of work is being done now that we're done here. Well, done is a relative term, but on the far end over there by where the escalator is, which I guess would be the end of the ride. And of course, inside the show building itself, a lot of brick being exposed now. They pulled back the scrim on this end piece here because I guess they're working on, looks like they're working on an emergency exit. Whistle time. Whistle time means break time.
Let's take a break.
And all my instincts are telling me I shouldn't be doing this, but I believe Jeff Goldblum said it best in Jurassic Park when he said,
"When you gotta go, you gotta go."
This land is kind of funny because it makes it seem like there's always a lot more people in here than there is. The ride times are very short. Hippogriff is 10 minutes and Forbidden Journey is only 5. So walk-ons for both, but there's just like little weird bottlenecks in this land that kind of create the illusion of giant crowds. But then you get to like open spaces where the stage is and stuff like that, and it's empty. So it's kind of funny. It's just it's an average day in Hogsmeade, and that's enough for me to get the heck out of here. You know what would be really cool, it would be my dream, is if they move the tram loading down to the lower lot and they convert this area to Dark Universe. Imagine going down these escalators and descending into Universal's hell. That'd be cool. Couple things. We saw some weird like rocks and bushes outside of where I think they're doing Dungeons and Dragons for Fan Fest, so maybe a little preview of some scenic over there with some little holes for lighting or whatever.
Where the men can see it all.
Still, you know, it's funny. I don't think I've been able to go down Colonial Street since I want to say October. Every time we ride it, they're closed for shooting. And I know they do let people down there every once in a while, probably on weekends and stuff, but not us, not this time. It was kind of cool to see that they're shooting something over there on New York Street. They got all kinds of like little Ford Model Ts out there and stuff, some sort of a 1920s piece or something. They did finally open back up the Old West lot, so whatever they were shooting there last week, they all done on that set. And they've moved on to bigger and better things. Speaking of moving on to bigger and better things, we are going to head down the escalators and see what's happening in the lower lot. Springfield looking all right. The party's here. The music's loud. The music's hopping. The ride is at 90 minutes right now, so somebody wants to ride it. So I'm pretty sure the company they got working on this project is the same company they got working on Montezuma's Revenge and Knott's, because there was a lot of work real fast, and then it's been untouched seemingly for the last couple of weeks.
Just kidding.
I kid, of course.
But it looks like they've got a lot of weather ahead of them to deal with, and there's a lot of other projects going on around the park, so stalling out on something doesn't really mean a whole lot. But it all depends on what this project actually is. Is it just reinforcement of the mountain for the roller coaster, or are they actually moving the tram down here? Inquiring minds need to know. Lower lot isn't without its absence of people either. There's plenty of people down here. That's not stopping the ride wait times from being too crazy though. 10 to 15 minutes for all of them. Pretty sure it's like that in Super Nintendo World too. Maybe we go take a look real quick. So it ain't bad in here right now. It really is not that bad. And it's funny, I notice a lot more of the movement on the walls when it's not super crowded, super hot down here. Just the amount of kinetic energy that's in this world is kind of unmatched, and it makes me really, really excited for the Super Nintendo World that's opening up at Epic Universe, that's going to have Donkey Kong World added to this amount of energy. This world, with its bright colors and like massive amount of movements crawling all over the wall, it makes you can't help but be happy.
Yes!
I just can't get enough of this. Coming off the third escalator on the way up, coming to the last one. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I had to just give it another quick look before I left. Still plenty of people coming in the park. It's like almost 1 o'clock-ish, and still people coming in to enjoy the day. They got 5 hours to get on everything, and it's probably going to happen because everything's pretty much a walk-on right now. These lines are super short. Hollywood and Dine is going strong with Wicked here. I thought for sure this would be done, and they make way for the Lunar New Year menu, but maybe we're not getting one this year, which is kind of a shame because I liked last year's New Year. I liked last year's
Try that again.
I liked last year's Lunar New Year menu.
First try.
But this is actually a really good menu too. Hollywood and Dine generally has good food. If you've never eaten here, I suggest you do.
It's good.
It seems actually more like Universal setting their sights on something a little bit more important, say Universal Fan Fest, coming up here in just a couple months. It's really cool. If you look down on the metro sets from the top of the escalator heading down to the studio lot, you can see they've got the lights set up for Back to the Future, for that little thing that they're doing down there, along with everything else that they're doing. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's a very exciting time.
Looking forward to April, baby. But that is all she wrote for me and Harley here at Universal this week. Time to go play Taxi Dad. So until we see you up on the mountain, back here at the studios or out at the farm, we'll catch you all on that flippity flop.